Hi everyone, I'm Jackie and this is Yoga Literacy with the St. Louis Public Library. Each week I bring you a yoga class appropriate for beginners on up, and I recommend a book or an audiobook or an ebook available through the library. This week our theme is learning to ride the waves, and this is a theme very much inspired by one of my yoga teachers, Coby Kozlowski, and the book I'm recommending is by her as well. One of Coby's definitions of yoga is learning to ride the waves. And what that means is that on our mats, we can learn how to move through a yoga practice, challenging parts, easy parts, parts that feel great, parts that feel less than great, and we can learn how to breathe through them to keep our minds calm, to keep the nervous system calm, and to learn how to feel all the nuanced changes and sensations and experiences that happen in just the span of a yoga practice on your mat. And off the mat, learning how to ride the waves is practicing and accepting the fact that life is lots of things, and learning to, instead of suppressing the parts that we'd prefer not to feel, to go there and feel them and learn the lessons that are in those darker, harder places, so that when the tide comes back up, when the wave comes back up to the joyful and wonderful and loving parts of life, we're right there with it, riding it back up, and we can feel that part better too. So, learning to ride the waves. And the book I'm recommending, as I mentioned, is one by Coby. It's called 1 Degree Revolution by Coby Kozlowski. And this is a great book if you're really interested in learning more about the philosophy of yoga, the philosophical underpinnings of the practice of yoga, of which the physical practice is just one aspect. It's a great book that breaks it down in ways that are relatable to our daily lives, and it includes journaling prompts and inquiries to assist your inner investigation. And it's a great book. So 1 Degree Revolution, it's available on Hoopla, the link is below, and let's get started with our practice. Now we'll begin in child's pose today. So that means your knees can be wide or your knees can be close together. Wide knees lets you put your torso between your legs, rest your head on the ground, or if you have a blanket or a block, you could do that too. Knees closer together can feel a little more supportive for the low back. If your knees aren't comfortable bending all that much, hips stay over the knees and your arms come down to the ground. Or maybe they stack in your heads here. In any position that feels comfortable here, take 3 deep breaths. Nice deep breaths into the backs of your lungs and your sides. Feel your abdomen expand as you breathe. And relax your facial muscles. And take your arms forward. Breathe in, lift your hips away from your heels. Walk your hands back so that your wrists are beneath your shoulders, and spread your palms wide. Now we'll be moving today through little flows, little waves of movement, and here's the first one. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your tail, and lift your chin, cow pose. Feel your shoulder blades come towards each other on your back. Exhale, round your spine, let your hips sit back towards your heels, push your hands into the ground to stretch your upper back, and as your hips go back, push off the tops of your feet and lift your arms up and over your head. We'll exhale, take the arms out to the sides, hips go back, hands go forward, rest back down into your child's pose. Inhale, forward to a table. Lift your chest, lift your tail and chin. Exhale, round your spine, sit your hips back towards your heels. And toes can be tucked here. We'll push, press hips forward, strong legs, arms lift. And exhale, arms go wide, hips back down. Inhale, cow. So here's our flow. Exhale, round the spine, hips go back towards your heels. Inhale, arms go over your head, take a nice big stretch up. Exhale, arms go wide, maybe your elbows bend, back down. 3 more, here we go. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat, and hips go back. Inhale, arms lift up and overhead. Exhale, dive back down. Inhale, forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, stand on your knees. Exhale, dive back down. Do one more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Stay kneeling. Bring your arms to your sides. Exhale. Now, if kneeling for prolonged periods feels a little uncomfortable for your knees, you can put a blanket underneath your knees. Shift your weight over towards your right knee and bring your right fingertips to the ground. Keep the left foot on the ground, but hover your knee above the ground and stretch your left arm alongside your ear. So the left toes are down, the knee is hovering. Take a breath in. Then stretch your leg off your mat. So your foot's going to be off your mat as you reach through your fingertips and lift the left hip bone up. Push down through your right fingers. Take a nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, we'll circle the hand around and step your left foot forward. Left foot is outside your hands. This is lizard lunge. Extend your leg, point toes up. That's a breath in. Exhale, bend your knee, come forward, breathe out. Now inhale, twist towards your left leg, lift your left arm. Exhale, hand comes down. So here's another little wave pattern. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, turn your rib cage, lift your arm. Exhale, hand to the floor. Again, flex your ankle, toes point up. Bend your knee, hips glide forward. Turn your torso, arm lifts up. Lower hand back down. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now stay here, this lizard lunge. Lift your back knee, push back through your heel. Breathe in nice and strong. Step your foot forward, outside your hands. You're folding. Half lift, inhale. Pull your shoulder blades towards your spine. Fold, exhale. Now bend the knees and push into your feet. Rise up to stand. Inhale, and the hands come overhead, and then the palms float down in front of you. Exhale. Let's do that again. Arms out wide, palms face up. Palms face down, and nice and easy, float in front of your face. One last. Inhale, stretch up. And fold, exhale. So arms go wide, knees bend, chest goes towards the fronts of your thighs. Half lift, the pit of the belly goes up, sternum goes forward. And we'll step back to a down dog, exhale. And push your hands forward, down, lift your hips up and back. Breathe in. Lower your knees to the ground, breathe out. Walk your hands under shoulders, inhale. Lift your chest, lift your tail. Exhale, round your spine. So here we are again. Hips go back towards the heels. Arms float up and overhead. Exhale, arms go down to the sides. Stay kneeling, sorry. And then shift your weight towards the left. Left fingertips down. Part of your right foot stays on the ground, but the right knee floats, and your right arm goes alongside your ear. Now feel this left hip point, right hip point, lifting up. Breathe in. And stretch your right leg off your mat, breathe out. Reach from your fingertips to your heel. Feel this nice stretch all along your side. As you exhale, bring your hands down. Step your foot wide. We're in a lizard lunge. And extend. Same flow as before. Point the toes up, hips go back. Bend the knee, breathe out. Turn your chest, lift your right arm, breathe in. And lower hand, breathe out. So just like that, follow the wave of the movement. Each cycle of breath. One more, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now lift your back knee, inhale, step forward, exhale, half lift, inhale, fold, exhale. Rise to stand, inhale. Hands come down, exhale. Arms out to the sides with the palms facing up, relaxed shoulders, relaxed hands, and they float down in front of your face. So one more like that. Imagine you're drawing energy up and then smoothing it down in front of you. Take your feet a little wider than your hips. Arms go up and overhead. And as you exhale, you'll bend your knees and let your hands come down. Now you don't have to go this low. You can go partway down, however is the lowest that's comfortable for you. And then as you inhale, your hands come up, press up towards the ceiling. Exhale, palms go down. They're actually facing outward away from you. And then face in towards you as you push into your feet, straighten your legs, and stretch up. 3 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale up. For these last 2, on your exhale, and maybe you breathe out through your mouth with rounded lips. A nice flush. And then gathering energy back up. Stretch up. Release your hands down to your sides and take 3 rolls of your shoulders with your breath. Inhale up. Exhale back and down. Inhale up. Exhale, back and down. Okay. Hands go to your hips now. You're standing at the top of your mat. Take a nice breath in and step your right foot back into a nice lunge. Now your right toes can face out a little bit. This is like a warrior 1 stance. And your left knee is bent about over your ankle. So maybe you can see your toes, and you're pointing your left knee towards the pinky side edge. Draw your low ribs in, lift your chest, and take your arms over your head. And then hands down to towards the ground in front of your body. Okay? Inhale, turn your palms up. As you exhale, bend into the front knee, reach your arms forward, and then take your arms back. And we'll do that again. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back. And that second motion, the back, think like a breaststroke. You extend your front knee as your arms open. Let's do 3 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold here. Push down into your feet. Take your left hand to your left hip and stretch your right arm up. Push back and down with your right heel and reach forward. Bring your hand down to your shin or the ground. Let your head and chest go down. Bring your left hand to the floor. Half lift. Inhale, belly in, chest forward. Fold, exhale. Half lift. Inhale. Fold, exhale. 1 more. And down. Bend the front knee, step forward, folding. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, stand, inhale. Hands, chest, exhale. Other side. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, hands to hips. Step your left foot back. Toes turn out a little, and your front knee bends. Push down into both feet. Lift your arms and draw your front low ribs in. Then take your hands down in front of your body. Inhale, palms turn up. Exhale, press forward, just like we did, and inhale, circle back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back. Keep breathing. Front leg is bending and straightening. Two more. Last one. Stay here. Left hand to hip, right hand to hip. Left arm up and overhead. Reach forward. Hand comes down. Both hands come down. Half lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Half lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. One more, breathe in. Fold, breathe out, bend knees, step forward. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise to stand, breathe in. Hands to chest, breathe out. Inhale here. And exhale. Now take a quarter turn and take your legs out wide. Stretch your arms out and your ankles are about underneath your wrists. And bring your hands to your hips. turn your right toes off to the side and bend your knee. Take your arms out wide, and then right hand to right hip. With your left hand, you'll press, and then imagine pulling a rope back in towards your center and straighten this right leg. Then turn right toes in, turn left toes out, left hand to hip, and right hand presses. So let's go side to side like that. Inhale to the center, pivot your feet, and press. Inhale to center, pivot your feet, and press. A couple more times, side to side. To make this more challenging, bend deeper into your front leg. Maybe you breathe out through your mouth as you feel the changing sensation of the movement, the push and the pull. Last time. Then come to the center. Feet parallel, arms to the sides. Eyes can close or look down for a deep breath in. And breathe out. I'll float your arms over your head. And like we did before, the palms will face the ground and come down gently, slowly in front of your face. Do that again. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, smooth everything out. Relax your hands, relax your fingertips. And one more. Okay. Hands go to the hips. Push down on your hips. Lift your chest up away from the downward pressure of your hands. And draw your front low ribs in, your low belly in. Keep that as you fold down. And bring your hands to the ground. Relax your head. Breathe. And on exhale, bend into your right knee. Inhale, straighten the leg, you're back at the center. Exhale, bend into your left knee. And inhale, center. We'll go side to side like that a few more times. If you're not new to yoga, you might be used to doing something like this with your toes turned out at a 45-degree angle. But for now, for this one, keep the toes facing forward so the insides of the feet are parallel. Go side to side. One more time. When you straighten your leg, feel how your foot can press the ground away. Next time you're stretching over towards your right toes, turn the right toes to face the top of your mat and bend like that. So I turned my toes from facing the long edge to the short edge. And now walk your hands diagonally away from your right foot. It doesn't have to be very far. And if you need to straighten your right leg for a moment, re-bend and find it again. Please do. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Walk your hands back to the center. Turn your toes Other side. Bend into your left leg and turn your toes to face the short edge. Walk your hands diagonally away from your left foot. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel it all, the parts that feel challenging and the parts that feel good and therapeutic. And one more breath. Okay, walk back to the center. Fold for a moment there. Half lift, inhale. Back down, exhale. Rise to standing, inhale. Exhale, hands to the sides. We're going to do a little hop, maybe 2 little hops to bring the feet back to the center. Turn to face the top of your mat. Lace your fingers. Let's press the hands down and then up. We're making our way onto our backs so you can fold. Stretch the whole back of body. Inhale, half lift. Plant your hands, step your feet back, downward facing dog. And then lower your knees down to the ground. Let's come back to child's pose where we started. Rest your head down. Take 3 deep breaths. Shift your hips forward. Take your feet out to the side. Have a seat on the ground. And stretch your legs in front of you. Bend your right knee. Bring your foot in close to you. Wrap your left arm around your right knee and take your right hand behind you. A nice twist. You can turn maybe your chin to look towards your shoulder. Sit tall. Turn your torso. Inhale, sit taller. Exhale, maybe you find just a little bit more turn, a little bit more twist. 2 more breaths. And 1 last breath. And back to the center. Extend your leg. Other side, left knee in, foot planted on the ground. Wrap your right arm around your left leg and bring your left fingertips behind you. Each inhale, sit taller. Each exhale, maybe you can turn a little bit more. It doesn't have to be a big movement, either one. It's just a little light wave of length on inhale and a little twist on exhale. Length on inhale and a little twist on exhale. 1 more breath. Back to the center. Extend your leg. Reach for your toes. And if you don't touch your toes, that's not a big deal. You can go to your ankles or your shins. Relax your face. One more breath. And slowly slide up. Roll down onto your back. Stretch your arms and legs out. And we'll take just a minute here in Savasana, the final resting pose of yoga classes, where you give yourself a chance to absorb and integrate and rest. So let your breathing become slower and softer. With each breath, imagine your body becoming heavier, as if you are sinking into the ground. Soften your belly and your jaw. If you'd like to stay and rest for longer, please do. If you're ready to go on to the next part of your day, bend one leg at a time, place your feet on the ground. Take your knees to the side, press your hand into the ground, and stay relaxed as you come to press up. Find a comfortable seat. Bring your hands to touch at the center of your chest. And we'll close our practice with a bow. Thank you so much for joining me today.